at all is whether or not you are a backward rolling pelvis, you are a forward rolling pelvis, that it's very easy for you to make this shape even when your legs are straight. Or you have some semblance of two things going on. If you have a scoliosis, you probably have one hip going backward a little bit, one hip going forward. So what we do with Dandasana, is we attempt to just sit absolutely neutral. Now the way to do this against the wall, right? Because of the deep line that goes back, well, they call it the superficial line, but because of the line of fascia that goes from the forehead all the way down the back of the body under the feet, sometimes it's helpful if you bend the knees a little bit, because you can begin to sort of feel, first of all, where is the ending point for the superficial line, starting here, going over the head and then down the back, splitting and coming out here at the very tips of the toes. Now, I have ropes here, but if I didn't have ropes, I'd use this. And I want to find, my sitting bones drilling down like feet, like I'm in Tadasana. And I want to feel what curves on the wall, on the backs of the palms, yes. On the back of the head. You can see the hole here, right? The back of the ribs. Wow. That's seated poses all about lifting. Now I want you to see something before I start working on straightening my legs. Before you start getting into all of this effort, let's feel again how much seated poses have to do with Mula Bandha. So I don't want to scoop my pelvis underneath me tucking. I just want to catch the edge of the tailbone. Just the edge of it. Yes, there we go. Now, I'm going to be able to do Mula Bandha breathing, right? And if I use Nasagari Drishti off my nose, and when I'm empty, I have a lifting and a little engagement there of Mula Bandha. When I start my inhale, it will start more to the sides of my body than blowing up the front of my belly. Right? It's just a little engagement directly below the navel so that the breath, when it comes in, it scoops up out to the sides. It almost follows that fascia to the front. Huh? So we try that. Scooping. Engaging. And one more time. Scooping. Engaging. Now you can engage by rooting your sitting bones. That will lift your pelvic floor. Yeah, exactly. All right. So now I want to bring myself into this 80 degrees. So I don't want to be hunched over. I don't even want to be too far. I just want to feel from the feet. Remember, Dandasana, straight up and down, tailbone slightly scooped. I want to feel energy coming from the soles of my feet, the arches of my feet, into my pelvic floor, and then moving up in toward the third chakra up into the respiratory diaphragm. So let's give it a whirl. I want to suggest to you that you keep the knees bent till you find deep connection between your feet and your belly. Because if you do this, you're never going to find a connection between your feet and your belly. This is all stress warning system stuff, and that is not going to allow for this organic, playful, energetic connection between the feet and the pelvis, which we have to have in seated poses. So here we go. $80 degrees. It's really nice, huh? Now you have wall ropes, it's wonderful, huh? Because you can really, really climb.